It's that forward half pressure, Brownie. The numbers from there from a forward half hasn't looked great. That'd please Brett Ratton.
Hill with hands to Sinclair. Pressure on his kick, smothered off the boot. Up goes Membry. Quick hands to Crouch, and now Mason Wood, who's got a great history at this venue, starts with the opening goal of the game. Coming off a brilliant performance last week against North Melbourne, his former club.
Go line, Jono Brown. Saturday afternoon football. Parker, important ball, doesn't quite hit his man Hayward. Rowbottom picks it up beautifully though. Shoves it forward towards Franklin. And Buddy marks over the top of Howard.
Franklin trying to back in on Howard. Florence trying to read it off hands. And this kick should be coming back. It'll find McInerney on that wing again. Looks for options. Heaney is deep in the pocket. He's going that way. And he's a good option, isn't he, against Claverino this time. Might have dropped the chest mark there. Now the Swans get their numbers around it again. Parker tried to drive it low. Claverino got a smother. So he goes the torp on the run, and it falls in the lap of McDonald.
Exciting watching this kid early on in the season, guys. We saw a game at where Sydney cleaned Richmond up the MCG.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was goalless in rounds 4 and 5, so sent him back to the VFL for a good 6 weeks or so, and here he is with a chance in the big time again. He makes no mistake, Logan McDonald, and the Swans dominating early. For it now, Hewitt goes to Franklin. He looks for a teammate in the pocket, and they had a 2-on-1 here, and eventually Hayward juggles the mark.
Have to be yelling from the bench.
6 seconds on the clock. He plays on Higgins. They need to take a mark. The Saints right in the goal square. Oh, of all people, King comes across and snags it in the square.
Sensational. This is what we want for this young man.
Big fish from behind by the Swans defenders. Parker managed just to get a kick away. Saints continuing to press, though. Good little period for St Kilda. Taking the ball front on, though, and getting in trouble in the end. 3 in a row for St Kilda to narrow it to just 2 points after they looked in all sorts early. The Saints are on the move.
Mark not stuck. Chance for Membry at ground level goes back to Seb Ross, playing as a half-forward flanker this season. Took a good option in the middle, and another shot from right in front for Burns coming up. AFL footy for Ryan Burns. A nice angle for the set shot. And St Kilda fans can ride it home as Burns hits it true, and St Kilda are in front with 4 unanswered. Webster has to man the mark as Franklin from directly in front with a team lifter for the Sydney Swans on their home deck.
Like a run of 4 straight St Kilda goals. Florent extracts it from the middle beautifully. Wants to get onto his right foot, does now, off the outside of the boot. Dangerous! On the lead, he's the promising McDonald. And every time this man gets the ball, Logan McDonald. Already kicked one this afternoon. Leans back on it, hits it sweetly, hits it beautifully. 2 in a row for the home side.
Being held deep and backed off in the end, lost it in the sun. It rebounds nicely here for Butler, who breaks a tackle and finishes off the job. Look at the scoreline now. We're all locked up at the SCG.
That's the direction that Lloyd goes now to McInerney. Just getting in a hand, he was Geary, comes back to McInerney, driving ball forward, and Hayward marks on his chest. Started sub-round 1, Hayward, and he was emergency 3 weeks in a row. Now he's back, solidified in the team for a second goal for the afternoon. Hooks it round the corner. Fourth club, fourth state, and they love him. But he's got a man out the back as well. The dangerous Papley. He stops and props. He says, I'm going to the goal square. This man Heaney's so good in the air. Doesn't need to be really in this occasion. Wilkie's out of position, and that's as good as we've seen from the Swans this afternoon.
So Kilda don't mind playing this way.
Crouch, Sinclair steps around, takes a bounce, almost within range. Sinclair, funny little ball out really wide because he saw Membry there. Membry hooking it around the corner to give the Saints the lead, and he does it. St Kilda in front at the SCG.
Parker has recovered from that whack from Buddy. Friendly fire from the Swans. Paddle backs back with the flight, almost in Nick Riewoldt territory. That was 17 years ago this weekend, that famous mark with the flight at this venue in this fixture. Now it works out for the Swans. A banana to get them out of their seats from guess who? Tommy Papley. Swans are out via Papley. Handball is on here. And they take the game on. The kick to no one in particular, looking for space. It sits up nicely for Claverino, who got back first. Now he put his teammate under immense pressure. Haywood, can he get it on the boot? He can, and they are gifted an early goal here in the final term, the Swans.
Ooh, takes his very best from there, doesn't it? Just to see high alert here from the Swans. Fill up some holes. There's a bit of space there.
50.
Well, that certainly works. Well, we'll take him right to the goal line.
Against Rampy, I think, Speedy, on Max King. So that's a fantastic result for Josh Battle.
Bangs it through, and St Kilda pull one back.
Here we go. We'll get a good look at it here. Oh, my Lord. No. Oh, my Lord.
By Highmore to step around Mills.
Again, another one.
It worked out nicely. Hill might have deliberately socketed that back to his teammate. Sinclair at full speed, gave it to Billings. Wrestle work inside the goal square. Clever little handball on the up for Membry. Big goal for St Kilda. Kilda look like the accurate ones on that scoreboard, don't they? One goal the difference here. Heaney for Kennedy, gets plenty of distance on it. Buddy in the goal square, shepherds it through, and Josh Kennedy uses all of his experience there to kick a big goal for Sydney.
Ross, can he break the tackle? Back to Crouch. High ball inside 50. St Kilda need a mark. They're outnumbered. They need to bring it to ground. They do. Higgins, Membry, spills it out the back. Burns, bounces!
Oh.
The Saints are within a kick at the SCG.
Big stoppage here.
Who can rip it clear? Hickey tries to do it all himself. To Mills, slick hand pass. Doesn't work out though. Sinclair, Crouch, here come the Saints. Inside 50 ball. Balls to the back, and it's Higgins again.
Took that last shot at goal very quickly, Brownie. He's not mucking around.
He's kicked 1 goal 5. Higgins to give the Saints the lead. Starts right, 1 goal 6. Gets it down towards Mills. Last chance for the Swans. Goes to Franklin. Spills free back to Rowbottom. Hurried snap right on the siren. Out on the full, but Sydney get the job done in a cracking game of Saturday afternoon football at the SCG.